everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle. Nice to see you today. Now, today typically is my garden tour, and I take you for a tour around my garden. But I did go to my garden this morning, but I didn't videotape anything. And there's two reasons. One of them is that I sort of forgot. And the other reason is that it rained the entire time I was there. I was completely drenched by the end, and I wasn't sure that I could use my phone without drenching it to be able to videotape. So instead, I'm going to show you my garden at my house. See, my regular garden that I always show you my tour is typically at my parents' house because they have a spot that I've been using 3 or 4 years. I don't know, it's been quite a few years. And then the orchard and all that stuff is next to it. And I just don't have a garden spot at my house, so I only have a half an acre in my garden. At my parents' is probably close to a half an acre, so kind of see the problem with this situation. So anyway, I actually did do a bit of videotaping in my garden. Like the first 1 or 2 videos I think that I showed were of my deck where I started all my plants, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that today, but basically I'm going to go around and show you the few little things that I have. One thing I haven't showed you before, and one I have, kind of a little update to see how it's doing. So let's get started. Alright, this is in front of my den, and I have hanging baskets. Silly me, they usually sit kind of back there. You can see the empty spots. But they weren't getting watered, so they're getting a little dry. So I brought them out so they could actually get watered. But each of these tubs has tomatoes and some kind of a viney thing. I think these ones over here, the viney things you see, are actually my loofah sponge, I think. And then I have tomatoes. Most of these tomatoes I didn't plant there. They grew themselves. I don't know what kind they are. And then I have some spinach and lettuce. And anyway, that's about it. There's 5. I think there's 5. Yep. And then that's my compost bucket. Alright. This is my hosta. And then I have a herb box right here. I wanted to make myself another one. Never got around to it. In fact, you'll see this stuff. I'll show you later. I have the stuff ready to go. I just haven't put it all together yet. Alright. Next, I'm going to show you my other stuff my other side of my house that has my garden spot. I'm going to show you this. These are my onions that I brought home from my garden, and I'm drying them. And some of them, I'm going to have to go through some of them are soft and nasty, but most of them are good. And this is probably about half of my onions for the year. Alright. This is a garden bed that isn't perfect, but I do have some flowers in there. And as you can see, it's been really dry. So it's kind of like everything's laid down. And it rained really good today, so it's kind of wet and nasty. But these are my buckets. These are my mints. Let's see if I can pull this weed out of there. Usually, every, I don't know, week or so, I'll come and pull, yeah, right. I come and clip the mints. Here's some more. I think I showed you these at the beginning of the year. Let's see. That is spearmint. That one is spearmint. I think that's the chocolate mint. Let's see what this one is. That one's peppermint. And I think this one over here is pineapple mint. I'm not sure exactly where it is. And it has a squash thing growing out of it. I think I probably need to clean up. Not doing so good. But next I'm going to show you my garden box. I haven't seen this in a while, so I actually don't know how this looks. But here we go. Some kind of a squash, and I have some peppers. There's a pepper over there. Look, there's one of the squash right there. A couple couple more. I believe these are gourds, not really squash, but it's going to be kind of interesting to see. Those are my peppers. I think those are the ghost peppers, but I'm not real sure. I have some tomatoes in here, but I think they're getting me a little overwhelmed. These are some flowers. Most of them are perennial, so I'll need to plant them a little bit later. Alright, last view. Alright, this is my lavender. I have no idea what happened to it. I'm guessing it got too dry. I don't know. You see my pineapple, and then my stevia. That's my rosemary plant. Let's see. And over here, oh, I think I got too much water in there. These are the peas and the beans that I tried to start, and I didn't do too good. I don't know why. So some of the things that I started that have to go in the garden. You get to the garden next time, you'll see I took a bunch of stuff out. And then I have some more. These are my cole crops, getting ready to go out. And I think this is celery that didn't get to plant it. And I think that's about all I have. Oh, I separated, I don't know if you can tell, my, what do you call that? Aloe plant. It's actually not doing too bad. But anyway, I keep planting flowers in there and then they don't come up. I think I should probably just give up. And I have some lettuce here to go in the tubs. I have some, and then that's basil behind it. I wanted to put it in the blue. My husband has a blue barrel of stuff that I can put things in. But this was one, I've been successful for quite a while to be able to get the peas started in these cells, but this last try, that's what happened. I got like 6 maybe. And then the beans didn't come up at all, which is not a surprise because I've been struggling to grow beans this year. I don't know why. Have you struggled to grow beans? Oh yeah, and those are some flowers. I think they're dying. So anyway, that's my odd garden tour. It's not technically my normal garden tour, but I wanted to show you that because I can't take you back to my mom's house and show you my garden. It's way too wet, and I couldn't really walk in it anyway. So next time you see my garden, it's going to look a lot different because I actually did a lot of work and removed a bunch of weeds and some other things. So can't wait to share that with you next time. So I'll catch up with you later. Bye!